Hey everyone, welcome back to the deep dive.
Yeah.
Today we're going to be taking a look at fitness transformations,
Yeah.
but with a bit of a different spin.
Yeah, definitely.
So we got some really cool material actually from a listener
Mm-hmm.
about this Spanish YouTuber
Okay.
named Ibai,
Ibai.
and he's been sharing his journey
Cool.
of weight loss and
Yeah.
building muscle.
I've heard of him.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's got a really great approach, I think.
Yeah.
Like you said, kind of a different spin.
What's so cool about it is just how honest he is about the whole thing.
Yeah.
Like he's not
So
trying to sell
it's refreshing.
like a miracle
It's really
solution or
refreshing.
anything.
It's not like lose 30 pounds in 30 days or whatever.
Exactly. It's all about like actually changing your lifestyle.
Yeah. Making those changes that you can actually stick with.
And he's super open about the fact that like it's not always easy.
Of course. Not at all.
He's had his struggles.
Yeah.
He's actually talked about dealing with obesity in the past.
Right. Which a lot of people can probably relate to.
Totally.
Yeah.
So the material we got is actually a transcript
Okay.
from one of his videos.
Cool.
Where he basically walks us through a day in his life.
Oh, that's great.
Which is really cool because we can actually see like how he puts all this fitness stuff into action.
Exactly. It's one thing to talk about it, but to see it in practice is so helpful.
Yeah. So let's jump right into it.
Okay, let's do it.
So he starts his day with something super simple.
Right. I like simple.
A walk,
Yeah.
sometimes a run.
Nice.
But he really emphasizes that you don't need like
Yeah.
a fancy gym membership or, crazy equipment.
Right. It's accessible to anyone.
Exactly. And walking is so effective.
Absolutely. Especially if you're carrying extra weight, you're naturally burning more calories.
Yeah, you're working harder, right?
Exactly. Plus, it's such a good way to just clear your head, get ready for the day.
I love that he talks about using his walks to like think and strategize, almost like a moving meditation.
I like that moving meditation.
But okay, let's talk about fuel.
Okay, fuel. Yeah.
Ibai is really serious about his protein.
All right.
He aims for like 180 to 200 grams a day.
Wow. That's a lot of protein.
It sounds like a lot, right?
It does, but it makes sense if you're trying to build muscle.
Yeah, because protein is basically like
Yeah.
the building blocks.
That's the building blocks of muscle.
For your muscles,
Yeah.
when you work out, you're creating these tiny little tears
Microtears.
in the fibers.
Yeah.
And protein helps repair those.
Rebuild them stronger.
Yeah, exactly. And he gives an example of one of his breakfasts.
Okay, what's he having?
Eggs, salmon, avocado, and cheese.
Wow, that is a protein powerhouse.
Right.
Like he's not messing around.
He's not messing around.
Yeah.
But when it comes to his workouts,
Okay.
he actually teams up with a friend
Oh, cool.
who he calls Coach Valen.
Coach Valen, I like it.
And this guy brings like another level of expertise.
Yeah, having a good coach can make such a difference.
Huge difference.
For motivation, accountability.
Safety.
Absolutely, making sure you're doing everything correctly.
Yeah, so a typical workout for them might be like a back and biceps day,
Okay, classic.
and they'll do around 15 sets.
15 sets.
Yeah.
So for people who might not be familiar with gym lingo, what exactly is a set?
Yeah, so a set is basically a group of repetitions
Okay,
of a specific exercise.
got it. So like if they're doing bicep curls, one set might be 10 or 12 reps.
Exactly. And then they'll rest and
And then repeat that a bunch of times.
yeah, and they're big on this thing called training to failure,
Training to failure.
which honestly sounds kind of intense.
It does sound intense. So what does that actually mean?
So it basically means pushing your muscles to the point
Okay,
where you literally can't do another rep.
like you physically can't,
Yeah, like with good form.
right? You don't want to compromise form
Exactly.
because then you risk injury.
And that's where having a coach like Valen is super important.
Yeah, for sure. He can make sure Ibai's pushing himself safely and effectively.
Yeah. And of course, they also emphasize recovery and stretching.
Of course. Which is something a lot of people forget about.
So important.
It is. Your body needs time to repair and rebuild after a tough workout.
And stretching helps with flexibility and preventing injuries.
Right. It's all connected.
Exactly. So we've covered the morning walk, the protein breakfast, and the intense workout with Coach Valen.
Yeah. That's a pretty solid start to the day.
Right. So what about the rest of Ibai's day?
I'm curious to find out.
Well, that's where we'll pick things up in part 2 of this deep dive.
That sounds good. I'm ready when you are.
Okay, so we left off with Ibai totally crushing it in the gym with Coach Valen.
Yeah.
But, fitness isn't just about hitting the gym. Right.
For sure. It's about what you do the rest of the day, too.
It's a lifestyle thing.
Exactly.
And Ibai seems to get that,
Yeah.
especially when it comes to his diet.
Oh, yeah. How's he eating?
It's all about balance.
Okay.
He focuses on whole foods,
Mm.
nutritious stuff,
Makes sense.
But he's not, like, super restrictive.
Yeah. I mean, no one wants to feel like they're constantly depriving themselves.
Exactly.
Okay.
I mean, he's actually said,
What'd he say?
I don't want this to seem like the miracle diet that makes you lose 40 kilograms in 2 weeks, because that's fake.
Yeah.
The only thing that exists is willpower, healthy eating, and moving.
I like that. It's a good reminder that it's not about quick fixes.
Yeah, it's about sustainable change.
Exactly.
And his meals actually sound pretty good.
Okay, like what?
He mentioned sirloin peppers, baked potatoes, rice.
That sounds delicious and nutritious.
Right. Like he's getting
Yeah,
lean protein complex carbs, healthy fats.
it's a good mix.
Yeah, and it gives him sustained energy.
Yeah, you need that to fuel your workouts and everything else you're doing.
Exactly. But, okay, he's not afraid to indulge every now and then.
Oh, come on. Everyone needs a treat sometimes.
Right. Like he mentioned, having protein panettone.
Protein panettone. Okay, that's a new one.
I know.
Right.
But it's cool that he's not, like, completely cutting out the
Yeah.
things he enjoys.
Yeah, deprivation can lead to cravings, and then you're more likely to overindulge.
Totally.
Yeah.
So this is where things get really interesting.
Okay, I'm intrigued.
Ibai actually incorporates mindfulness and meditation.
Really? I wouldn't have expected that.
I know, right?
Yeah.
Like you think of
Maybe I'm
fitness, you think of
Yeah, the gym.
the gym,
The weights.
lifting heavy things.
But he's really focused on the mental and emotional side of things, too. Which is so important. I mean, your mental health is just as crucial as your physical health.
Absolutely. And you know who's guiding him on this path?
Let me guess. Coach Valen.
Coach Valen.
Nice.
This guy is like
Be like a wellness guru.
a full-on wellness guru.
I love it.
Yeah, so Ibai ends his day with a protein shake.
Classic.
Sometimes he'll add strawberries and banana,
Oh, that sounds good.
and then he gets in some gaming time.
What's he playing?
He mentioned he's a big Fortnite fan.
Oh, nice.
But okay, get this.
What?
He finishes his day with a cold plunge in his pool.
A cold plunge.
Yeah.
Wow, that's hardcore.
Right, and it's not just a random dip in the pool. It's like a whole thing.
Like a ritual.
Yeah, it's called contrast therapy,
Contrast therapy.
where he alternates between hot and cold water.
Interesting. So he like gets in a hot shower or something and then,
Yeah, and of course Coach Valen is there,
of course, supervising the whole thing.
always. So I looked into contrast therapy a bit,
Yeah.
and it's actually supposed to be really good for recovery.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it helps reduce inflammation, muscle soreness,
Interesting.
improves circulation, and it can even boost your mood.
Huh. So even if we don't all have pools, we could probably try something similar.
Totally. Maybe a hot bath followed by a cold shower.
Right. Or even just some dedicated stretching time.
The important thing is to listen to your body and figure out what helps you recover.
I think that's a great segue into the broader implications of Ibai's story.
It's amazing when you look back at Ibai's journey. It's like so much more than just a physical transformation.
Oh, yeah, for sure. It really is. It's about the whole mindset, you know?
Yeah.
Consistency, finding that enjoyment in the process.
And I think his story kind of speaks to something bigger,
Absolutely. I think it's that human desire to grow and improve.
to be better.
Exactly. To push ourselves.
Yeah.
To become the best versions of ourselves.
Totally. And that's something that resonates with everyone, I think.
Definitely. It's not just about how you look. It's about feeling good, having energy.
Living a better life.
Exactly. A healthier, more fulfilling life.
Mm.
And it's so cool to see how Ibai's story connects with people from all walks of life.
Yeah, he's built this amazing online community.
It's inspiring.
It really is. They're all like inspired by his honesty and his humor.
And the fact that he's so open about his struggles, too.
Yeah, he doesn't shy away from the tough stuff.
Which makes it so much more relatable.
Totally. It's like he's saying, hey, we're all in this together.
Exactly. We're not alone in this.
And I think that's really powerful.
Absolutely. It gives people permission to embrace their own journeys.
To celebrate their wins.
Yeah, and to ask for help when they need it.
And it's important to remember that it's okay to have fun along the way.
Oh, for sure. Life's too short to be miserable while you're trying to be healthy.
Exactly. Ibai's energy is so contagious.
It is. He's got this playful spirit.
Yeah, he loves gaming.
Yeah, and he's always up for trying new things.
It's inspiring.
It's a good reminder to not take ourselves too seriously.
So as we wrap up this deep dive into Ibai's world,
Yeah.
I'm honestly left feeling pretty hopeful.
Me too. It's a powerful reminder that change is possible.
Yeah.
We have the power to transform our lives.
Both physically and mentally.
And the journey itself can be just as rewarding as the destination.
So let's leave our listeners with a little something to think about.
Okay, I like it.
What small change could you make in your life
Hmm.
to prioritize your well-being?
It doesn't have to be a huge thing.
No, not at all.
Maybe it's adding a 20-minute walk to your day, like Ibai.
Yeah, or trying to eat a little more protein.
Or exploring a new type of exercise.
Or maybe it's just taking a few minutes each day to be mindful.
Right? Just to breathe and be present.
The key is to find something that works for you.
Something you enjoy.
Something you can stick with.
Because ultimately it's about creating a life that feels good.
Inside and out.
Well said.
You might not have a pool for cold plunges like Ibai.
Uh-huh.
But I'm sure you can find your own unique way to challenge yourself.
To step outside your comfort zone.
And embrace a healthier, happier lifestyle.
And remember, every journey starts with a single step.
So take that step today.
You got this.
And see where it leads you.